After humans were shrunk down 2,000 times smaller, their bodies became the size of ants, about the size of 36 people standing shoulder to shoulder. The trash they would generate over 4 years would barely fill a single garbage bag, and the space they needed to live could fit inside a tiny 700-square-foot village. But for most people, shrinking wasn't about solving Earth's overpopulation problem. It was about easing their personal financial burdens. After all, once you shrank, $10,000 could instantly turn into $1 million. Even if you wanted to buy luxury jewelry, it would only cost a few dozen dollars. Jack stared at the brochure in front of him, his heart burning with excitement. He was fed up with working himself to the bone every day. He just wanted to relax and enjoy himself in the mini world. So he and his wife headed to the registration office. After going through the approval process, they found out that their $150,000 worth of assets in the real world would convert to $15 million in the mini world. This meant they would instantly become multi-millionaires without lifting a finger. They sold off all their belongings, had one final gathering with friends and family, removed the rings from their fingers, and prepared to undergo the irreversible shrinking procedure. Before the surgery began, they had to repeatedly sign forms confirming they understood that shrinking was permanent and could never be reversed. Only then were they sedated, had all their body hair shaved off, and their hard teeth extracted. They were then moved into a massive microwave-like chamber. Medical staff would set the right temperature, and after about 30 minutes, when the oven dinged, the procedure was complete. Nurses would re-enter the room carefully, scooping up the now tiny people onto a cart. From there, they would have custom-crafted teeth reinstalled and then be left to wake up on their own. When Jack finally woke up, the first thing he did was wiggle his teeth and cautiously check his private parts. Just then, a nurse walked in carrying a massive plate of cookies, enough to feed him for an entire day at his new size. But Jack wasn't concerned about food at the moment. What he wanted to know most was, where was his wife? A short while later, Jack got a phone call. That's when he learned the devastating news. His wife had betrayed him. She had been having second thoughts about the whole thing for a while, worried about leaving behind her friends and family in the real world. Through her tears, she apologized over and over, but Jack only grew more frustrated the longer he listened.
You're upset? I'm the one who's 5 fucking inches tall!
And so, Jack entered the mini world alone. Everything there was beautiful. Vast open spaces to explore, a gigantic mansion for him to enjoy. But none of it mattered. He was alone. Seeing the 2 wedding rings they once wore only deepened his frustration. Since shrinking was permanent, there was no going back. Their lives would take separate paths forever. When the lawyer finally came looking for Jack, all he could do was quietly sign his name.